This is DRF Race of the Day.
Hi, everyone. 2 stakes races on Saturday at Santa Anita. We'll take them both separately, starting with the race of the day. It's race number 2, the Grade 2 Santa Maria Stakes for fillies and mares on the main track. And every race in this division from here on out takes on added significance due to a number of defections in the Distaff division. Monomoy Girl, she is out with muscle soreness at age 6. You wonder if she really will make it back or not, but for the time being, she is out. Harvest Moon, who was arguably the top older filly and mare on the main track last year, she bled again, finishing a distant third in the Santa Margarita. She's been turned out. Grade 1 winner Speech bled in the Double Dog Dare, I believe it was. Her status is unannounced. So this division has just been racked by defections and bad situations, bleeding, injury, muscle soreness, whatever. Apple Blossom winner Latruska is back in training. Apple Blossom third place finisher Swiss Skydiver also. She was very disappointed in the Apple Blossom. Swiss Skydiver was. She Dares the Devil and Envoutante 1-2, and the low-rated La Troyenne, they're still in training, so they'll probably have an East Coast campaign. So the Santa Margarita does have added significance, and perhaps more so this year because the likely favorite, as time goes by, could be a major player. She could be, but she also is trained by Bob Baffert, and as everyone knows by now, dark cloud is hanging over the Baffert shed row with Medina Spirit's positive test after winning the Kentucky Derby. Baffert trained Charlatan. He is sidelined. His future is uncertain. Baffert trained Cezanne is hurt. His future is uncertain. Medina Spirit, is he still the Derby winner? Who really knows? Concert Tour, 9th in the Preakness. He bombed. So there's a lot of negative vibes around the Baffert camp right now. And a lot of people have very strong opinions with regarding Baffert. So what do? Just stay cool and pass the Santa Maria? I say that because as time goes by, is trained by Baffert, and a field of 5 entered the Santa Maria. Let's go ahead and take a look at the field. 5 entered, but by post time on Saturday afternoon, it could be down to 4. And I say that because Cece is not a confirmed starter. Last year, Cece was a 2-time Grade 1 winner and one of the top older fillies and mares before she tailed off. She had a sparkling comeback. We'll talk about that in a minute. But trainer Mike McCarthy is considering waiting for June 5th and the Grade 1 $500,000 Ogden Phipps at Belmont Park. It's a 1-turn race, and it would fit Cece perfectly. I would like to see her run in the Santa Maria because then at least we'd have 2 good fillies. But if she does come out, it's all about as time goes by. So let's first talk about Cece. And by the way, McCarthy told my colleague Steve Anderson on Thursday that no decision would be made regarding Cece's status for the Santa Maria until Saturday morning. I suspect that McCarthy is just going to wait and see if something should happen to as time goes by, and if she would possibly scratch, there's no reason to believe she will, then Cece might stay home and run in the Santa Maria rather than ship. But if as time goes by does run in the Santa Maria, I expect Cece probably will scratch and wait for the $500,000 Phipps on June 5th at Belmont. But let's first talk about Cece. I mentioned that she's a 2-time Grade 1 winner last year, and she had been off for some time when she made her recent comeback, and her recent comeback was April 17th in a sprint race at Santa Anita, and Victor Espinoza stayed cool on Cece. Let's roll the tape on Cece's comeback race. It was a sprint race, an allowance sprint, and that's Cece down on the inside, and Espinoza going to wait, sneak through, and from here on in, the race is over. She blew away the field, Cece did, down on the inside, and she won by more than 3 lengths. Now, this was a comeback sprint, so the question is, if she does run in the Santa Maria, could she come back and stretch out for her next start? Well, she did the exact same thing 1 year ago. This is the Beholder Mile, and Cece stretching out from a single sprint win. She went from an 88 buyer to a 100 buyer. and she ran away from Hard Not to Love. This was Cece winning the Beholder Mile. She would come right back and win the Apple Blossom in her next start. So we know that Cece can run long, and she can run long off only a single sprint. But as I said earlier, I honestly don't expect Cece to run on Saturday. I think she's going to be running 2 Saturdays from now at Belmont in the Phipps. We'll find out on Saturday. In the meantime, regardless of whether Cece runs at Santa Anita or Belmont, I think the horse to beat in the Santa Maria has to be Baffert Trainee as time goes by. She's a daughter of American Pharoah, and she's a big strapping filly, and that's one reason why Baffert took his time developing her, but the weight turns out to be worth it. She finished second behind Swiss Skydiver in the Beholder Mile, and then last time out, as time goes by, made an absolute mockery of the Santa Margarita. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stretch run of the Santa Margarita, and as time goes by, well, it's a one-horse race. She made the lead, she cruised along, and she crushed more than 9 lengths. There wasn't a whole lot behind her. I shouldn't say that. Harvest Moon was behind her, but Harvest Moon bled significantly in this race, enough so that they had to turn her out. As time goes by, won by 9 lengths with another 97 Beyer speed figure. So whether Cece runs on Saturday or not, I think that as time goes by is going to be very tough to beat in the Santa Maria. There are 3 others in the field, and I have not mentioned any of their names. I guess I will. Last First Kiss, This T, and Miss Stormy D. And really, of those 3, the only one that I can make any sort of case for would be Miss Stormy D, because she is quick enough to set the pace. She actually set the pace in Cece's comeback race. That was a sprint, and Miss Stormy D went the half in 45 and change. If she goes 45 and change, stretching out to 2 turns in the Santa Maria, Miss Stormy D will be on the lead. But she's going to have, as time goes by, sitting right behind her, with or without Cece in the race, I think that as time goes by, gobbles up Miss Stormy D and wins the Santa Maria at a short number. Race number 2, Saturday at Santa Anita.